I don't know about you guys, but I'm a very visual person, okay? If I'm gonna buy something, I need to see it in my home before I actually say, yes, okay, that's the one. I've been working on my bedroom makeover and there is a whole makeover to come. I just finished the molding, but now it's like final touches. I'm a mood board girly through and through, and I need to see visually what we're gonna pick for the space and how it's gonna come together. I did this once before with my guest bedroom and a lot of you enjoyed it. Dash would like to join. One thing about Dash is he loves to come to work with Mom. He's like camera shy now. Look at it. Okay. All right, if you know me, the first thing I do, I like to start with just like a blank canvas in Photoshop. The second thing I really like to do is to put the items in the mood board that I already have. That's what we're gonna be working around. There's a couple things I'm not gonna be changing. The first thing we are working around is the headboard that I have. It looks really pink here. It used to be pink. The sun has tanned it quite a bit, so it's more of this like burnt orange color now. I mean, should I try to burn it like with the burn tool? Make it a little darker. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're just giving it its own natural tan. The second thing is my mirror. I have an arch mirror that I want to put on one of the walls in my bedroom. It's just a wall that has really good light and I want a mirror on it. We recently did some molding in the bedroom. If you haven't seen that video, you should go watch it. It's a great way to make a space look more expensive, honestly, and give some character. So we did some picture frame molding and that's going to stay as well. And then the last thing that is a non-negotiable is my sconces. I am not crazy about my sconces, but I really don't want to spend more money on this room. The molding was expensive to do and I'd like to, if I could, use some of the things in my house because I know I'm gonna have to buy a few things that just have to be bought. I just don't want to spend more money, if you catch what I'm saying. And I feel like I can make them work. They're gold, they're gonna be fine. Do you guys remember I made a video in my first house and I put a runner on my stairs? It was literally the most beautiful runner I've ever seen and I miss it so dearly. So I kind of want to put that runner in my bedroom. That's basically what I'm getting at. This was the video. I'm going to go to my own link on my video and show you the rug. I think it's stunning, truly. It's got lots of red, lots of pink, and well, minimal red, lots of pink and orange, and that's sort of the vibe for the room. Those are my favorite color combo, really. The way I sort of do this when I'm making a mood board is I just utilize like the screenshot, the screen grab, and then in Photoshop, if I have to like cut it out or whatever, I can do that. So here's the rug. This is essentially what I'm basing the room off of, this rug. I think the mirror goes really well. I think the sconce goes really well. And I think the molding. Now this is the mood board that I have for the room. I really am drawn to this like warm terracotta yellow bedding. I kind of want to replicate that. If you watch my vlogs, you would have seen I recently kind of got like a terracotta comforter, and that's what I'm going to try to make work in the space. So I'm just going to use this image as like our base for like the bed. I think I'm gonna do like beige linen sheets underneath. So just throwing that picture in there, you can kind of see now, I feel like we're sort of mixing the rug and we're mixing the headboard with the bedding, and I can kind of feel it coming together. Need to do like finishing touches now. These are all of our basics. How are we gonna bring it all together? There's a picture that I have pinned on my board and I've had it pinned forever. I love dragon trees or dracentas. I think they're so beautiful. They take a really long time to grow to this height. So I've been looking on like Facebook Marketplace. I did find one that was for $10 and it's like 4 feet. So we're gonna use that, but let me just show you kind of like what this looks like in the room. I think it looks really cool. We could probably get another plant in there too, maybe on like an end table or something. Now, curtains. I don't wanna spend any money, but I do have this set from IKEA and I was thinking, trying to see if we can make them work. They've got the yellow, which I feel like is on brand. Right now I have like these like beige ones up in my bedroom and they kind of look crappy. So I'm hoping that this will go nicely, adding some like yellow in. So I'm just screenshotting that and then I'm gonna bring those into the space. I think that's nice. I think that's nice. Honestly, brightens the space, adds some color. I'm here for this. I do have this like velvet comforter that's on my bed currently, and I'm toying with the idea of like keeping that on. I'm not sure, but for the sake of the fact that I already have it, I'm gonna just throw a yellow blanket on the mood board, and possibly that will come into play, but we shall see. I loved these colors of these backdrops here, these like orange and pinks. I really enjoyed that. As you can see, I feel like we're hitting the mood board pretty well. I also have this like day bed in the bedroom that you can see kind of in this shot right here. And that's gonna go into, it's gonna just have like a pillow on it. So, but like the vibe's there anyways. I really love this image where they have like an art print like leaning on the nightstand with a cactus. So I'm probably gonna try to emulate that in the space as well. So let's go ahead and screenshot that. When I bring the image into Photoshop, sometimes what I'll just do is I'll give it like a little brightness, because sometimes, you know, it's not as bright for my mood board. So this one, like, I'm just gonna up the brightness and I'm just gonna up the saturation a little bit. I'm gonna pause on this. I really want the artwork to be in this corner, so I'm just gonna take that off for a second. We're gonna add that back in. I actually have these like 2 gigantic cactus prints. It's not these ones, but I'm just using these ones because I have this image on Etsy I can use for my mood board. But do you remember I used to have these giant cactus prints in my dining room at my first house? Well, I want to reuse those because they're really big prints and I have this really huge wall to fill. So I'm gonna just add these to the mood board and see what they look like. I think they're really cool. I know that the black and white isn't necessarily the vibe, but I feel like I don't want to add more yellow and pink. We have a lot of yellow and pink going on, so I kind of feel like the black and white's sort of cool. Back to the mood board again. I have a couple of these like wooden dressers. I want a dresser to go under the TV. I have something that works at home, but I'm trying to find something on Facebook Marketplace. Again, not wanting to spend money. I will use the one I have if I have to. I want something wood, so I'm just gonna throw a wood dresser onto the mood board, just because we know like that's kind of what we wanna do, but it not necessarily is gonna look like this. We'll figure it out. Okay, so here is our mood board in full. I feel like everything is cohesive, everything is working together. I just noticed that the sconce in that bedside table is literally like the sconce I already have. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. It gives me an idea going forward what I'm working towards, so I'm not going in blindfolded. And I think that this works together really well, and I'm excited to see this come together. I'm actually excited to have a finished bedroom because I feel like we've been living in it like semi-done for 2 years, and I'm sick of it, you know? I will pin my mood board on my Pinterest if you want to look at it again or see any of the pins I have pinned on my board. My Pinterest is always linked in the down bar. You don't know what this does for me. It like takes a huge weight off my shoulder knowing what I'm working towards, and that means a makeover video is coming soon for you. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.